Sharyland Pioneer Diamondbacks. First up to bat will be the Wildcats. That'll be Emiliano Zapata. First one. We're going to have 2 strikes on the board. Pitching for the Diamondbacks will be number 33, Josh Cuellar. And there'll be a first strikeout right there for Cuellar. We'll have our first out. Up next to bat for the Wildcats will be number 12, Alex Salinas. In the hole will be Luke Smith, number 24. First one's gonna hit low, but they're gonna give that one a ball to Cuellar. It's gonna be ball number 2 there. We'll look to see if Alex Salinas is able to hit one out the park today. And he's able to get that one out. That's going to be a foul ball. That's going to come right behind us. It's going to be the first foul ball of the afternoon for Salinas. 2-1 count here. We'll see what Cuellar can get cooking. That's going to be a bit too high. That's going to be ball number 3. Leave one more ball and Salinas will be heading to first base. It is just a bit windy here in Pioneer. That's going to be a hit right there. Going to bounce up, heading to first base. It's going to miss it. And we'll see if Salinas stays. Salinas is going to stay, and we have a runner on first. That's Alex Salinas. Heading to the plate now will be number 24, Luke Smith. In the hole, Ernest Valverde right behind him. So we have a runner on first for the Wildcats. Still 1 out for Cuellar. He's got to get that one off. That's going to fly far left. Out, foul ball right there for Luke Smith. As he didn't like that one. It's going to bounce off. It's going to be a double play opportunity, and that's going to be 2 outs right there. Courtesy of the second baseman, hitting it right back to the first base. That's going to be a double play. We'll take a look at that replay. As that was right there, Luke Smith. Wasn't quite the bounce he wanted or what he liked. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. I'm Brandon Guzman with the Real Sports Live.
Sam Houston in San Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And we're back here at the bottom of the first, as up to bat first will be Juan Rivera for the Diamondbacks. Pitching for the Wildcats will be Alex Salinas. First one's going to hit low, and they're going to count that as a ball. A little to the left. Right down the middle, we're going to get down a strike for Salinas. Have another strike, back-to-back strikes for Salinas. 2-1 count. It's going to throw that one into the dirt. It's going to be another ball. 2-2 here for Juan Rivera. See what he can do with this next bat, or the next pitch. As he gets that one off right down to the shortstop, and that's going to be an out. Next at bat will be Andy Chapa, this time batting as a righty. Going to hit that one off right to the fence. Could have hit somebody, probably knocked somebody's head off if that little fence wasn't right there. It's going to be 2 strikes right there for number 3, Andy Chapa. And that one's going to fly out of the park, but not the way he wanted it. Another strike right there. Excuse me, a foul ball. Pitching for the Wildcats once again is Alex Salinas. It's going to be another strike, I believe. Nope, never mind. Foul ball. Out of the park, and that wind is not going to help Chapa to get that one, keep that one into the infield. Still at a 2-1 count. 2-0 count, 2 strikes, no balls. And have another strike. This will be another strikeout right there for Salinas. 2 outs. Up next to bat is number 8, AJ Yapez. Excuse me for the miscommunication. That's actually Oscar Serna up to bat, and the first one's going to fall into the dirt. It's going to be ball number 1. He's going to get that off down to the left-hand side, and it's going to hit the fence, almost getting out as we have Serna rounding to second, going to third. See if he's able to get the speed off, and he's able to slide and get down to third base. And that's a nice play right there for Oscar Serna. Up next to bat is David Benitez. We'll see if he's able to bring his man Serna home. Salinas working with 2 outs, 1 more out. We'll go back to the top of the second. And that one's going to fall into the dirt for ball number 1. Right down the middle, splitting 2 defenders, and Serna's gonna walk it home, and we're gonna have Benitez just stay right there at first base, excuse me, and that's gonna be 1 point for the Diamondbacks. Up next to bat for the Diamondbacks is Santiago Ortiz. Salinas still with 2 outs. And that's going to fall to the little far to the right. Ball number 1 on the board. As the Diamondbacks do have a runner on first. All right, let's play some ball. Hitting that out the park the wrong way. It's going to be strike number 1. It's David Benitez still on first base. Let's see if Ortiz is able to get him out of there. It's going to fall to the right once again. Ball number 2. We have a 2-1 count here. Up next to bat, if Ortiz is able to get a bat off, will be Rene Vela. Benitez trying to steal first, or trying to steal second. Salinas was quick on that. Once again, trying to steal second. Salinas is not being fooled here. I believe that's going to be ball number 3. Ball 3 and 1 strike on the board. 2 outs. That's going to be strike number 2 for Salinas. 1 more strike and he's out. And that's going to take us to the top of the second. He's going to be safe once again, trying to steal second. able to get a hit off, and we're going to have Benitez at second, and Ortiz is going to make it a first as the shortstop is not able to recover that ball right there. That's going to reset the Salinas still working with one more strike to go before they switch possessions. Up next to bat is Rene Vela. In the hole right after him, Joshua Benitez. As we're going to have the catcher go up and discuss some stuff right there with with Salinas. Gonna fall in the dirt. That's gonna be ball number 2 right there. Didn't catch the first one. 2 balls for Vela. He's gonna be able to hit that off down to third base. They're gonna have 1 out, and that's gonna be switching possessions as the Pioneers up to pitch now. They'll be playing the defense, and Calallen will be playing the offense. We'll be right back with the second inning after this commercial break.
See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And we are back at the top of the second. Up to bat will be number 23 for the Wildcats, Ernest Valverde. Pitching for the Diamondbacks will be number 33, Josh Cuellar. First one's going to be a ball, a bit too high for Valverde. It's going to be strike number 1 for Cuellar and the Diamondbacks. Falling in the dirt, we're going to have a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. be another ball. This Cuellar is not able to keep that one up. All Valverde is hoping for is a chance to hit the ball. Strike number 2. Three-two count for Cuellar and Valverde. Foul ball to the left side. Still sticking with a 3-2 count. That's going to be ball number 4, and Valverde is going to get a free walk to play to first base. So 1 runner on first and up to bat. It's going to be wide. That's going to be ball number 1. Is Braden Sprensel right here for the Wildcats. Ball number 2 for Cuellar. 2-0 count. It's going to be a wide left. That's ball number 3. One more ball. And the Wildcats will have a runner on first and on second. Strike number 1, 3-1 count now. Cuellar is able to hit that down the line drive down the middle to his catcher. As we await Braden Sprensel to get a shot at batting. He's able to get that right down, splitting, and a dive. They don't get that off, and Braden Sprensel is able to get his man to second with a nice hit. And the Wildcats now have a runner on first and on second, and a reset count. Still 0 outs. As up next to bat will be Colton McCreary. And a nice little bunt right there, hoping to make it to first, and that's going to be 1 out. But the sacrifice right there from Mercury gets his 2 runners now on second and on third. So we have 1 out and a runner on second and third, and up next to bat is number 8, AJ Yapez, for the Wildcats. It's going to be strike number 1. Falling into the dirt is going to make it a ball. Ball 1, 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And a runner on second and third for the Wildcats. Strike number 2.
Relax, buddy.
1-2 count for the Wildcats. That's going to be out number 2, as they were close to getting that one. As Yapez was close to getting the first on that one, just not enough speed. Up next to bat for the Wildcats will be Mark Gonzalez.
All right, 9. Base hit. Gotta be.
One more out. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. And a nice strike right there. Fooling Gonzalez. Go ahead with a nice pitch. It's going to be ball number 1, 1-1 count for Cuellar. Falling into the dirt, make it ball number 2. 2-1 count here for Cuellar and Gonzalez, who is at bat. It's going to be strike number 2, 2-2 count. Could go either way right now at this point for Gonzalez. One more strike, and we're going to be switching possessions. It's going to be ball number 3. We'll see if Cuellar can focus here and get a strike, and if he throws a ball, it's going to be bases loaded, and Tariq Hickman will be able to have an opportunity at a grand slam. Those are just possibilities. And that's going to fall in the dirt, and that possibility comes close to reality, as that's ball number 4. And Tariq Hickman enters the batting plate, the batting area. That'll be number 14. Cuellar still working with 1 out and bases loaded for the Corpus Christi Calallen Wildcats. It's going to be ball number 1. And that's going to be just a bit left, almost hitting a homer right there. That's going to be strike number 1. 1-1 count and 2 outs. Tariq Hickman has the power to hit it out the park if he wants to. He's just waiting for the right pitch. Strike number 2. And they're going to reset that and give him a ball for Hickman. 2-1 count now, not a 1-2. As the Pioneer fans don't like that call. And that's going to be a little pop-up. We'll see if they can focus and they catch it, and that will be out. And we'll be taking it to the to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. I'm Brandon Guzman with Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson.
It's going to be a 2-1 count right there. 2 balls, 1 strike. That is number 4, Joshua Benitez. Batting, he's able to hit that down to the shortstop. 1 bounce, and that's going to be an out for the Wildcats. Up next to bat for the Diamondbacks is Esteban Quintanilla. We're going to have strike number 1. Ball number 1. Throwing that one to the dirt. Just a swing and a miss right there for Quintanilla. That'll be strike number 2 with a 1-2 count. Into the dirt once again. 2-2 count here for Quintanilla. As Quintanilla is able to hit that right down center field and splitting 2 defenders as he rounds off to first base. Up to bat now for the Diamondbacks is a number 10, Ryan Garza. In the hole is number 2, Juan Rivera. And that's going to be a strike right there for Alex Salinas. Garza right there trying the bunt and not going the way he wanted to, hitting the fence where the fans are at. Made me flinch just a bit, as the Diamondbacks do have a runner on first. Just missing that bunt by a couple feet, not able to keep it in bounds. That's going to be strike number 3. And up next to bat will be number 2, Juan Rivera. It's going to be 2 outs here for Alex Salinas and the Wildcats. Strike number 1 for Salinas. As the wind died down just a bit. Strike number 2. 0-2 count, one more and he's out of here. As the umpire just switched that to a 1-1. And there goes the second strike right there. Now a 1-2 count for Salinas. Juan Rivera hoping to get a ball off here. As he hits it right to the shortstop, misses it. And he has a runner on first. As he sends him to second and he gets to second base. Andy Chapa now up to bat. With 2 outs. As he hits that right down to right field, and that's going to be an out. And we're going to be taking that to the 3rd inning. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Visit RGV Hometown Pharmacy and Natalie's Gifts and more. We are dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and patient care. See us today to experience the RGV Hometown Pharmacy difference. Let our family take care of yours. Call 956-496-2093.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Back here in the top of the third, we're here in Sharyland Pioneer High School. That's the Diamondbacks only lead by 1. Up to bat is number 7, Emiliano Zapata. And that's going to be a first ball, as that's just a tad bit to our left and Goyard is right. And strike number 1, 1-1 count now for Goyard. Going to be ball number 2 as that one falls right into the dirt before it even gets to the catcher. Too high, ball number 3 for Zapata. One more ball, Cuellar throws, and that'll be sending Emiliano Zapata straight to first base. Still a 3-1 count, 3 balls, 1 strike. That's gonna be ball number 4. And I go straight to first base. Up next to bat for the Wildcats, we have Alex Salinas, the pitcher. And the Wildcats now have a runner on first. Too high right there. That's going to be ball number 1. As Salinas tries to bunt the ball, it's going to be ball number 2, and the catcher's going to go up and discuss some stuff with Cuellar. As he's able to get the bunt off, the CS Salinas has the speed to get to first, and he does not. That's going to be 1 out for the Diamondbacks. But the Wildcats are still able to get a runner on second base. Up next to bat for the Wildcats now is Luke Smith, number 24. Esquer's working with 1 out now. Cuellar is going to hit Smith right in the back, and that's going to send him to first base as the Wildcats now have a runner on first and second. And the next up to bat is Ernest Valverde, number 23. As the wind's starting to pick up once again. It was on our side in the second inning, but I don't think it likes the third inning very much. Ball number 1, just a tad bit to our left. See what Valverde has up his sleeve. Or what Cuellar and his catcher are cooking up. Strike number 1 for Cuellar and the Diamondbacks. That's going to go out of the ballpark. Whammy right there for Ernest Valverde. And that's going to score 3 runs for the Calallen Wildcats, and that's going to reset the count. As we take a look at that replay and the instant replay split, it's going to be on your right-hand side. That's going to be out of the ballpark. As our up next to bat, we have number 5, Braden Sprensel. For the Wildcats. Empty bases. Wildcats now leading 3-1 here at the top of the third. As the umpire is going to call that a foul ball. That's actually going to be strike number 2. One more strike, and Sprensel is out of here. It's going to be a nice play right there, and that's going to be strike or out number 2 for the Wildcats. And up next to bat is number 13, Colton McCreary. McCreary hitting that right to left field. And that's going to be a switch, and we're going to be heading to the bottom of the third right after this commercial break. I'm Brandon Guzman with Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in...
And we are back here at the bottom of the third as we have number 8, Oscar Serna, back up to bat for the Diamondbacks. Alex Salinas still pitching for the Wildcats. And Salinas is going to get a piece of his own as he hits that. It still lands in the park, but he's going to be rounding first, rounding second, as he decides to just stick there in second base, and that's going to be a nice play right there for next batter up for the Diamondbacks is number 6, David Benitez, with a runner on second. As Benitez is just gonna bunt that. And that's gonna roll in bounds somehow. A nice play right there with the bunt. We gotta record it. Let's take a look at that replay right there. Let's take a look at the ball. Nice play right there by Benitez, able to get a runner on first and send his man from second to third base. Up next to bat for the Diamondbacks is Santiago Ortiz. Still no outs for the Diamondbacks, so we have zeros across the bottom of the board. Salinas not trying to be fooled once again. Swing and a miss for Ortiz. It's going to be strike number 1. Benitez trying to steal second. Ortiz out the ballpark, whammy! Home run number 1 for Ortiz, and that's gonna score 3 right there. As Pioneer Diamondbacks now go 4-3. As we take a look at that replay once again. This time we'll give it to y'all on the full screen. Ortiz, a nice play. Play right there by Ortiz. Next up to bat for the Diamondbacks will be number 21, Rene Vela. Always exciting when someone has a home run. Sorry for the fans in front of us. That was the parents of Ortiz, family members. So it's A-OK. Rene Vela. Swing and a miss, strike number 1, as the Diamondbacks are now up 4-3 over the Calallen Wildcats after that home run by Ortiz. Ball number 2, 2-1 count for Vela. As that's going to be and out. That's going to be the first out. Joshua Benitez up next to bat as the catcher's coach is going to call a timeout. I'll be right back real quick after a quick commercial break. I'm Brandon Guzman with Real Sports Live.
Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At a piece of cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Back up to bat is number 4, Joshua Benitez, after a timeout called right there by the Wildcats. We're ready to play some ball. And Benitez with a first hit. That's going to be a foul ball out of bounds as we have a new pitcher in the game for the Wildcats. That's going to be number 15, Jet Batek. Switching pitchers here as he was warming up. You saw him during the timeout, split screen timeout. 1 strike, 1 out. It's going to be a bit high. That's going to be ball number 1. One's across the board. And the umpire's going to call that one a strike. Pioneer fans don't like that call so much right there. Almost missed that as we have a runner going first. Benitez is going to stay at first. Thought about rounding it to second, as the Pioneer now has 1 run on first. Esteban Quintanilla now up to bat here for the Diamondbacks as he has a runner on first. The new pitcher, Jet Batek, for the Wildcats. Swing and a miss right there for Quintanilla. Strike number 2. That's going to be a foul ball right there for Quintanilla. Still an 0-2 count. One more strike and he's out of here, and that's going to make it 2 outs. We'll see if Batek has it in him. It's going to be another foul ball right there. As the wind starts to pick up once again, batter's gonna call a quick hold there as he wants to reset. Quintanilla splitting first, splitting midfield and right field, and that's going to put a runner on first and second up next to bat. Up next to bat for the Diamondbacks is number 99, Fernie Morales. Still 1 out. As Morales tries to get a quick bunt off there. And umpire's gonna call that safe, as the Diamondbacks just stole third base, as we now have a runner on first and on second, as they took advantage of that. First and second, excuse me, second and third. Still 1 out. Morales still in this, still batting, as we have a 2-ball, 2-0 count for the Diamondbacks. A quick bunt, and that's going to score 1, and that's going to get Morales on home plate, or excuse me, on first base as well, as they're going to keep going. And Morales is going to stay safe and get there too, as a quick turn of events there for the Diamondbacks. Nice play right there. As I believe we have a player down. We'll be right back, sending that to commercial break.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
And we are back right here after the injury. He's able to get back up on his own 2 feet and stay on the field to keep playing. With the runner still on second and third, Juan Rivera stepping up to the home plate to bat. And now it's going to fall into the dirt. It's going to be ball number 1. As the wind's starting to pick up once again. And they're going to have another runner score. And another one score as 2 runners hit home plate. And has 2 more points on the board for the Diamondbacks, courtesy of number 2, Juan Rivera. Up next to bat for the Diamondbacks is number 3, Andy Chapa. As Pioneers now leading by a score of 7-3. And that's going to fall in the dirt, and they're going to steal second as the Diamondbacks now have a runner on second base. Falling to the dirt, and we're going to have someone steal third. That's Juan Rivera now stealing third base after he just stole second. And Andy Chapa hoping to bring him home. 1-1 count for the Diamondbacks. Two-one count, another ball right there. That's going to be out number 1, hoping for the double play, and he's going to land home for Juan Rivera. That's a score right there. Oscar Serna up next to bat. Pioneer now up 8-3 at the bottom of the third. And that's going to be strike number 1 for Batek. Hitting that straight to third, and that's going to be out number 3. And we'll be heading to the top of the 4th quarter here in just a minute as both teams switch off. I'm Brandon Guzman with Real Sports Live.
Visit RGV Hometown Pharmacy and Natalie's Gifts and more. We are dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and patient care. See us today to experience the RGV Hometown Pharmacy difference. Let our family take care of yours. Call 956-496-2093.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
And welcome back to the top of the fourth. As the Wildcats are now up to bat, we have number 8, AJ Yapez. And still pitching for the Diamondbacks is Joshua Cuellar. That's going to be strike number 1. Yapez not able to get that off as it goes straight to the pitcher and right back to home, to first base, excuse me. That's going to be out number 1. Up next to bat for the Wildcats is Jacob Arnold, number 10. Ball number 1 going a little bit too low for Arnold to be able to hit. That's going to be a foul ball. They're going to count that as a strike. Strike number 1. Going into the dirt once again. Ball number 2, 2-1 count here for Cuellar. And that's going to be a pop-up. If they focus, I'll be an out. And it is out number 2 right there. Up next to bat. Stepping up to the plate is number 14, Tariq Hickman. As he showed off his power last time he was up to bat. We'll see if he could do it again this time, but this time keep it in bounds. It's going to be strike number 1. Swing and a miss. hitting it down to the shortstop. That's going to be out number 3. And we'll be heading to the bottom of the 4th in just a minute. We'll be right back.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this.
Back here, bottom of the 4th, Pioneer back up to bat. Number 6 for the Diamondbacks, David Benitez. That's going to be strike number 1 as the Wildcats now have a new pitcher at the mound. That's going to be Nate Lopez, number 27. 0-1 count. And Benitez is going to split that right down center field and able to get to first base. Up next to bat once again is a number 34, Santiago Ortiz. Ortiz last inning hit a homer, able to get a couple runs in, a couple more points on the board. We'll see if we can go back to back and repeat there for the Diamondbacks. That's going to be strike number 1 as the Diamondbacks have a runner on first. And we'll see if he can keep that in bounds. And able to keep that in bounds, Ortiz once again, as he stays at first and his runner advances to third. Up next to bat for the Diamondbacks is Rene Vela once again. And we had a nice hit just right there by Ortiz with a runner on first and a runner on third. Ball number 1 for the Diamondbacks. Wildcat fans helping Nate Lopez out just a bit, startling him, making sure he's on his toes as a couple of guys are trying to steal the bases. And that's going to be a foul ball. Keep it at a 1-1 count for Rene Vela. It's going to be ball number 2, 2-1 count. Ball number 3, one more ball, and they're going to be bases loaded. We'll see if Lopez is able to prevent that. Going to be strike numero dos, 3-2 count. It's going to go either way right here for Rene Vela and Nate Lopez. We'll see who gets the better end of the stick here. As Lopez tries to pitch it out to first base as Ortiz is trying to steal. Be a foul ball. Still at a 3-2 count here for Vela and Lopez. That's going to be a double play right there. 2 outs, but the Diamondbacks will score 1 runner. New person up to bat here. That's going to be number 4, Joshua Benitez once again. First pitch was a ball, 1-0 count for Benitez and Lopez. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. That's a tad bit too high. That's going to be ball number 2. 2-1 count here for the Diamondbacks. Benitez splitting right field and center field as he rounds to second. Trips on himself and not able. And that's going to be an out right there. And that's going to be out number 3 as he tripped and fell. And we'll be taking that to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back. I'm Brandon Guzman with Real Sports Live.
To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down.
That was 3 strikes right there. Up. That was number 2, Ethan Salinas, up to bat. After he just got struck out, 3 strikes. Up next to bat is Alex Salinas, number 12. It's going to be ball number 1. Be strike number 1 right there for Cuellar. Salinas hoping just to get a quick bunt off, or if he wants to hit it home. Completely up to him. That's going to be strike number 2. 1-2 count right here for Alex Salinas and Joshua Cuellar. Splitting first and second base, as he rolls into the outfield. Salinas is able to get to base number 1. Still 1 out. Wildcats now have a runner on first. Up next to bat for the Wildcats, is Luke Smith. Strike number 1 for Cuellar. It's going to be a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's going to be a pop-up right down center field. And that's going to be an out. Two outs to reset the count. The runner still on first base. Up next to bat for the Wildcats will be number 23, Ernest Valverde. It's going to be a quick strike right there as it almost hit us. Then got the fence there. Ball number 1. 1-1 count here for the Wildcats. And for Joshua Cuellar, the pitcher. Ball number 2, 2-1 count now with 2 outs. Gonna hit the dirt. They're gonna make that ball number 3, I believe. It's gonna be ball number 4, and that's gonna walk Valverde to first base. Still with 2 outs. Up next to bat for the Wildcats is number 5, Braden Sprensel. With the runner now on first and a runner on second for the Wildcats. It's going to be ball number 1 hitting the dirt. Strike number 1 right down the middle. Nice pitch right there by Joshua Cuellar. Gonna be strike number 2 right there. Make it a 1-2 count with 2 outs right here for the Wildcats and Braden Sprensel. 2-2 count, ball number 2. We're gonna have another foul ball for Sprensel. Still a 2-2 count. 2-2-2 across the board. It's gonna hit the dirt. And that's gonna be out number 3. As the Diamondbacks still lead 9-3 over the Wildcats. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, we'll be right back. I'm Brandon Guzman with Real Sports Live.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen. Visit RGV Hometown Pharmacy and Natalie's Gifts and more. We are dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and patient care. See us today to experience the RGV Hometown Pharmacy difference. Let our family take care of yours. Call 956-496-2093.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We are back here at the bottom of the fifth. Esteban Quintanilla up to bat. That first one is going to be a strike. Pitch number 2 right down the middle, just missing the pitcher. As Quintanilla is going to round first and think about it twice, and he's going to come back and stick it to first base. Up next to bat for the Diamondbacks is going to be number 99, Fernie Morales. It's going to be a bit high, ball number 1. Morales thinking about bunting it. Still pitching for the Wildcats is number 27, Nate Lopez. It's going to be strike number 2. Excuse me, strike number 1. 2-1 count. With a runner on first. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. Yeah, 2-2 count here for Morales. It's going to be a foul ball. Morales waiting for the perfect pitch to make his move. As Lopez looks to first. Swing and a miss, and almost a double play. That's going to be 1 out for the Diamondbacks. Up next to bat is number 2, Juan Rivera. We're going to take another timeout as they decide to switch pitchers here. I'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down.
New pitcher in the game for the Wildcats. That's number 19, Justin Lampkin. And up to bat for the Diamondbacks will be number 2, Juan Rivera. It's going to be ball number 1 for Lampkin. One count, strike number 1. One strike, 1 ball, and 1 out here for the Diamondbacks. And Rivera's going to hit that. That's going to be out number 2 for the Diamondbacks. Reset the count. Andy Chapa up here to bat for the Diamondbacks. A swing and a miss on the first pitch. Strike number 1 with 2 outs. Strike number 2, 0-2 count here. It's going to be ball number 1, 1-2 count now. First ball. And that's going to hit Chapa right in the back, and that's going to set him to first base, as there's now a runner on first and second. Up next to bat for the Diamondbacks is number 8, Oscar Serna. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. Diamondbacks have a runner on first and second. Strike number 2, as Lampkin's coming with the heat. It's going to be far right, first ball for Serna. Be a foul ball, 1-2 count still. Just flying over our heads. Hoping we had a little cover just in case it came down on somebody. Still a 1-2 count and 2 outs for the Diamondbacks. It's going to be another foul ball right there. Still a 1-2 count. Two count. That's not it. That's falling into the dirt. It's going to be ball number 3. 3-2 count could go either way here for the Diamondbacks, as they were able to steal that and have a runner on second and a runner on third. We'll see if Sedna is able to bring him in and take him home. And that's going to be ball number 4, and the bases will be loaded. Still working with 2 outs is Lampkin. Up next to bat is number 6, David Benitez for the Diamondbacks. As the bases are fully loaded, first one is going to be a swing and a miss. Strike numero uno. It's going to be strike number 2. 0-2 count off the bat. One more strike and he's out of here. We'll be taking this to the top of the 6. It's going to be a foul ball. They're going to try and get him out and over the fence. That's going to be a... Still a 0-2 count, 2 outs. As Benitez is going to talk it over with his coach. Get a little strategic plan going here as he comes back to the plate. It's going to be ball number 1, a 1-2 count now. As he's going to hit that one straight to first. And we'll be taking this to the top of the 6. We'll be right back. I'm Brandon Guzman with Real Sports Live.
Touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
We are back here at the top of the 6. Wildcats back up to bat once again. That's number 13, Colton McCreary. As the first pitch by Cuellar goes into the dirt. Make that ball number 1. And that's straight to the shortstop and back to first. And that's going to be out number 1 for the Diamondbacks. As we have a new pitcher in the game, it is number 8, AJ Yapez. Looking to turn things around here for his Wildcats. Gonna have ball number 1. Have a little pop-up fly. We'll see who gets that one. And that's gonna be out number 2. As the next pitcher up for Calallen will be number 11, Roberto Perez. First time we're seeing Roberto this afternoon. We'll see if he could be the Wildcats' saving grace. It's going to be ball number 1. Score is still 9-3. We're in the top of the 6th. Into the dirt, make it ball number 2. Swing and a miss, strike number 1, 2-1 count for the Wildcats. Another ball in the dirt. That's going to be ball 3. One more ball. We're going to have Bettis go straight to first base. As he's able to get it right past, and that's not going to be enough to reach. That's going to be Bettis heading to first base as the Wildcats see a little bit of light. It's not much, but it's something. Still with 2 outs as we have Tariq Hickman up to bat now for the Wildcats. First one goes into the dirt, ball number 1. One count after the strike right there. And Hickman's gonna hit another pop-up fly, and that's gonna be out number 3. And I believe that's going to be the ball game right there in a mercy rule. Sharyland Pioneer Diamondbacks are going to come over victorious over the Corpus Christi Calallen Wildcats in a 9-3 victory. Thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live. I'm Brandon Guzman. Have a wonderful rest of everyone's day.